Today we're taking a trip back down to Fromville where things make about as much sense as quantum mechanics. With one episode left in the season, I wanted to talk about the most leading theories right now and where this series could potentially be heading. First off, I wanted to talk about the theory that I've been most tinfoil hat over, the one I've had my conspiracy catheter in about, and that's Fatima and her baby, her pregnancy, that was confirmed to not be a real pregnancy, but she's still pregnant because when she drinks blood, her belly swells up like a pot-belly pig. I've been a firm believer since the whole Fatima pregnancy thing happened that it was going to be some sort of evil baby. Even when they did the ultrasound and showed that there was nothing in her womb, I still had the gut feeling that there was going to be some evil entity creature coming out of her. And that's pretty much all but been confirmed with the whole Elgin taking her down to the root cellar and keeping her trapped there and feeding her blood. And I've seen people comparing it to like a Rosemary's Baby kind of situation, which is very much so what it seems like. That it's not a normal pregnancy, it's an evil pregnancy. Or if it's going to turn her into a monster herself. I don't know really where the direction's going to go. If I had to guess, I would say that she's going to give birth to something, and it's going to be like a mix between a monster and something else. Maybe it's Smiley Monster's baby. And that's a good segue into another situation, another prominent thing that's going on this season. What is Elgin's purpose? He was obviously brought there on the bus, and he's the one that had the visions, the dreams before he even arrived there, much like Tabitha has. So, like, he's obviously seeing and hearing stuff from the kimono lady. We haven't been brought into that conversation. Secrets don't make friends, guys. But obviously those two are in cahoots doing something, obviously wanting Fatima to have this baby that's not hers, quote. Elgin's like the most gentle kidnapper I've ever seen. Like, he's taking care of her, but also holding her against her will at the same time. I've never seen someone swing on both sides of the spectrum so eloquently. Doing what he believes is best because I believe it was maybe the trailer for the next episode that Elgin says that once she has her baby, they're all going to be able to go home, which that's what he's been trying to do the whole time. He thinks that her having this baby is going to result in all of them being saved. Who knows if that's going to be the case or if it's just something being put in his head like it was with Sarah trying to kill Ethan or whatever to save everybody. If I had to guess, I would say it's the evil voices, the devil on his shoulder trying to make him do something bad that's going to make their situation even more desperate and worse. And honestly, I don't know if anyone or any entity can be trusted because the boy in white just seems like stupid at this point. He's aging, like he's getting older. Victor asked him why he got older, and the boy in white said, "You have two." It's like that meme where like we're trying to poke the boy in white, like, do something, man. Talk to Victor. Make something happen besides just being a strange presence to give us even more questions. And now with Tabitha, let's go ahead and talk about her. Crazy shit's happening with her. She's basically, it's pretty much confirmed that she is Miranda, or like a reincarnation of Miranda, if you believe the whole cycle theory, which I think makes a lot of sense, that everyone there is like a reincarnation of someone else that's previously been in the town, whether they died or whatever happened to them. Because a lot of people thought once Tabitha comforted Victor and hugged him down there in the cellar where Fatima is being held, that meant she was Eloise because it showed Victor there in the flashback. But I think it's confirming that she is Miranda because she was comforting Victor just like Miranda was before she ran out and then got killed by Smiley Monster. So Tabitha having these visions is obviously going to be a very crucial factor to helping them and figuring out the mystery behind this whole thing. But it's not just Tabitha that has superpowers in the family that have been revealed. Apparently, what is her fucking name? What is the girl's name? Julie also has a power of her own, and it's like time travel, you know, leaping between the threads of time, being able to go back in time to throw the rope down to Boyd, because I always had the question, you know, who threw the rope down? It obviously wasn't fucking, god damn it, I forgot his name now. Martin. It wasn't Martin because his hands and feet were kind of occupied, being tied to the wall and everything. But it turns out that Julie is capable of messing with the timeline of things, or maybe time doesn't work exactly the same way in Fromville that it does everywhere else, so that gave her the ability to go back and throw the rope down for Boyd in that situation, which in turn set up the series of events that would, you know, affect her in the current timeline. I don't know. It's the time travel theory made things 20 times more convoluted than they already were. It's like we were in muddy water and now it's just shit water. But now those are all like the big in your face kind of theories. Jim is somewhat getting more sense about him not becoming just a stupid idiot like he was. He was not spiraling down, it doesn't seem. The whole Thomas voice popped up on the radio again. I don't know if that's going to become anything. I think the main focus of the final episode, because as the time I'm recording this, only episode 9 is out. There's one more episode left in the season. I think we're obviously going to see Fatima, you know, the resolution of the baby situation, whether she has a baby or transforms or whatever is going to come from that. We're going to realize the purpose that Elgin has been serving for the kimono lady and this baby of Fatima's, and that may set up like a domino effect that will end off and cap off the other the storylines that are going on, like Tabitha being Miranda, that whole Tabitha having vision situation, Julie being able to travel through time. I'm sure those will continue in the next season because that seems like something that they wouldn't just put in as a one-off thing. But as for the big reveal or the big cliffhanger slash reveal for this episode, I think it's obviously going to be the baby and the implications of what happens in that situation. Because if I had to guess, everyone's going to find out what happened to Fatima in the last episode. They're going to see the result of this whole pregnancy in the cellar thing, and then Elgin's going to have to explain himself, and they're going to be on his side or against him or whatever. I think it's going to be a explosive episode, for lack of better words. Maybe Victor ends up talking to the boy in white, getting some more answers there, or the boy in white talks to someone, revealing more answers, hopefully, fingers crossed. Maybe Jade will get some answers from Christopher and Jasper, besides just screeching in his face. And hopefully, I'm just hoping that we get a conclusion to one of the mysteries, whether it's the Onkui, the trees, the good versus evil situation, something that will make us feel like watching this whole season was worth it and give us a reason to watch the next season. But other than that, catch you in the next one.